Hey, come here. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready? Bonus points if you know where it's from. Drop me a comment if you know who said it and from where. But that little ditty has been spinning around in my mind all week. And today I'm taking some action because I need a reset. And I know I'm not the only one. At another doctor office. Surprise. CPAP therapy is super sexy. If you know, you know. And I'm only kidding. But it works. Well, that was a very pleasant exam. Marvelous, I tell you, marvelous. That's one of just a couple of doctors that I actually enjoy seeing and having conversations about, probably because we're exactly the same age and she's just super cool. It also helps that I'm a star patient when it comes to my CPAP therapy, and she was totally excited that I'm using mouth tape. So if you haven't seen my mouth tape video, you should go watch that one. But I'm good for another year. I'm gonna get fitted for a new mask in a couple weeks, so that'll be very exciting. I'll have to give you an update on that. Am I the only one who needs to remove some friction in my life? I bet I'm not the only one. I bet you need it too. Everybody thinks motivation is everybody's problem. Like when you can't get something done or don't do something. Procrastination, motivation, whatever it is. It's not. It's friction. And the way to get yourself reset is to eliminate the friction in your life that is preventing you from doing something. You just have to make your systems work better and work for you, right? So I see vloggers who are like, you know, Anthony, I'm going to call you out. You make your list, but you don't finish it. I can totally relate to that because in your system, you've got your list set and you kind of need in your mind to go in order of that list. And if you lose your order, then it's kind of like, screw it. I'm not even going to do it. I'll do it another day, right? Yeah, that just means that your system needs to be changed. And I'm talking to myself when I tell myself this and I say these things out loud to the camera. I need to change up some of my systems as well, because motivation isn't the problem. It's friction. I will say that probably 80 times. It's friction. You got to remove the friction. Most of the things that we choose not to do don't even take that long to do. They really don't. And most of the things we choose not to do aren't even that hard. Most of them are just annoying to start. And this is what I mean by that. Let's say I want to go out. I need to leave the house to do something, but the jeans I want to wear in the washing machine, or I know I need to make dinner, but dang it, I forgot to take the roast out of the freezer or whatever. Maybe my camera's not charged, but the charger's all the way in the other room and I don't feel like going and getting it, so I'm just going to flop on the couch. Whatever it is, like we're smart enough and clever enough and savvy enough to be able to talk ourselves into or out of anything, right? So we have to remove that friction. We have to make our systems work for our lifestyle. If we want to vlog, we have to make sure that our system is in place, that our stuff is charged. If I want to go to my dance class, I have to make sure that my water bottle is clean and filled. If I want to wear a cute outfit, I need to make sure that my laundry is done. Like, it's too easy to just use those excuses and flop on the couch and not do anything productive instead. Because a body in motion tends to stay in motion, and a body at rest tends to stay at rest. And changing either of those directions seems like it takes effort, but it really doesn't. It's just a shifting of gears in your mind. Like, you just have to shift your gears. So I realized today that I was feeling a little overwhelmed. I have a lot of things on my personal to-do list, not just my work to-do list, but my personal to-do list that I just can't seem to get done. And it's really a me problem. It's a me problem, and I'm fully aware of that. Like, I have to figure out what I need to do to fix that and not procrastinate and just do it. You know, maybe set a timer for myself for 10 minutes and just see how much I can accomplish in that amount of time, or put on a playlist and for the next 3 songs, I'm going to be super productive and do nothing else and just focus on the task at hand. Those kinds of things work for me. So tonight, I'm doing myself a solid. I have chosen not to go to my classes tonight, which is something that actually gives me visceral pain. I hate missing class. To me, that's like a punishment. It's a punishment. But instead of going to class, I am going to get a whole lot of stuff done off of my to-do list that I have been totally procrastinating on, that I have total no motivation for at all. And I'm going to give myself a reset. And that includes going to the library, going to the UPS store, going to the post office, going to the bank, going to the grocery store, and one other stop. What was the other thing? I don't know. Something else. I know it's on my list because I have a list too, Anthony. But really, I just have to remove friction because they compound themselves, and then I get overwhelmed and I don't know where to start. And then I feel like I'm way behind. It's really hard for me to get the ball moving again. Good old UPS store. Come on, baby. Take my Amazon returns. Let's do this. Tomorrow's the deadline. Okay, that's some serendipity right there. So as I'm leaving, the UPS truck is taking my package away. Hooray! Thank you. So here's a question that I have for parents. When you're walking through a parking lot with your kids, do you actively teach them, like, hey, we're in a parking lot right now, there are cars and buggies, and it's like, it just seems like good communication and good parenting to teach your kids how to behave in a parking lot, like for safety reasons and for awareness. Am I crazy? Food for thought. If you're a parent, teach your kids what situational awareness they need in parking lots and other places too, but parking lots for sure. And speaking of parking lots, post office. So that was actually pretty bittersweet. I just dropped off a pair of boots I sold on Poshmark. I had those boots commissioned for me probably going on 4 years ago. They were beautiful. They were suede boots that I had a leather maker, Mark, looking at you, burn mehendi, like henna style designs into the suede of these boots. Freaking beautiful. They were just pieces of art and complete one-of-a-kind kind of piece. And unfortunately, I was the idiot that didn't buy the boots. I trusted her to get the right size, and they were the wrong size. So long story short, I put them on Poshmark, and 3.5 years later on Poshmark, they sold today. So I'm sad to let them go, but it was time, and now someone can enjoy them for the beautiful art that they are. And they're out of my life. Whew. Bye, boots. So the particularly cool thing about our library system here is that if they don't have a book at your local branch, you can order it from another branch and they'll ship it to your local branch. It takes an extra couple of days, but that's what happened here. So I'm gonna pop inside and pick up a book that I know has been waiting for me for over a week. So again, been procrastinating. Now it's time to get it done. Hi. I just need to pick up my book. We even have this cool checkout situation. Come on. It's gonna make me laugh. And that's cool. This one? Oh, you. Oh, Okay. Thank you. You're even taking off my name. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sweet.
All right, February 18th.
All right. I'll get her done.
Cool.
Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
evening.
See you next time. Yep, I'm old. Fun fact, the last time I was here at this library picking up a book, there was a guy in these rocks right here, like sharpening a rock against a rock to make a weapon. And we had to notify, or I had to notify the librarian, and then they called the cops and they actually detained the dude. He was actually making a blade out of the rocks here. So every time I come over here and I look at these rocks, I think of the dude making weapons in the rock pile. So random. A body motion stays in motion, and I feel like I'm busy all the time, but I'm not being productive, or I'm not being as productive in my life as I ought to be. I'm just kind of having too much fun, if that makes sense. So time for me to buckle down, time for me to do some work and to stay ready so I don't have to get ready. And that's my message for you today. So remove that friction in your life with me. Let's do it. Remove the friction in your life. Make your life easier on purpose. And go clean that water bottle so you can go drink that water. Stay delicious. And thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.